and that marks 2 years on the road. Okay, so the most amazing thing just happened. I'm here in Liberia at the DHL. Just picked up my drone, and as I'm picking up my drone, 2 cyclists from France show up to pick up their drone. And they've been on the road for 1 year and 2 months. They started in Alberta, and we were talking, and I was asking them where they're staying tonight, and they have like an Airbnb they got a good deal on, and asked me where I was staying, and I said, I don't really know yet, I'm trying to figure it out. And they were super nice, and they messaged their host to see if there was a room for me. And apparently there's a room that's not available tonight, it's available tomorrow. And then he said he can put an air mattress in their room for me to sleep on tonight. And I was like, well, no, I don't want to intrude on you guys' private room or anything. And they're like, it's fine, we're backpackers. They seem super chill with it, so I'm gonna sleep on the floor in their private room tonight, and it's gonna be free of charge. So I said, I'll buy you guys pizza for dinner, and yeah, making new friends is a really good first day in Costa Rica. That's so random, but really funny how our paths aligned, and it just worked out. I hadn't booked anything, and so yeah, now this opportunity came up. So yeah, dinner with friends tonight. It's gonna be fun. Just act natural. Okay. These are the cyclists I just met who are allowing me to sleep on their floor tonight. Incredible.
Mary and Julian from Fast Won't Last Instagram have been riding their bicycles from Canada to Argentina for the last 1.5 years before our paths aligned. I spent 2 days at Casa Buda with them, sharing food, stories, and some laughs before going my own way. I decided to head 1.5 hours west to the beaches of Tamarindo in the Nicoya Peninsula. Nicoya is one of the world's official blue zones where people regularly live past 100, linked to diet, community, sunlight, and low-stress lifestyles. It's one of the oldest geological regions in Costa Rica, meaning the land itself is ancient compared to much of the country.
Is there another one? Muddy. I think it's right here. Hola. Hola. Buenas tardes.
I found a cheap Airbnb, about $20 a night, only 15 minutes ride from Tamarindo. I would stay 2 weeks here, getting some work done, taking it slow, and of course exploring the beach.
Well, it's raining very hard today. Wet season really kicked in this afternoon. I don't know if you can hear that, the growler monkeys behind me, but today's a special day because today is September 5th, and that marks 2 years on the road. 2 years traveling on my motorcycle, 2 years living open and free as a nomad, digital nomad, as a gypsy, a wanderer, just embracing my dream life. Man, it's so loud right now. Behind me is the Nicoya Peninsula. I'm close to the beach, Playa Tamarindo, and I'll be here for, I'll be in Costa Rica for a few months, I think.
Tamarindo started as a sleepy fishing village and quietly turned itself into one of Central America's most iconic surf towns. The beach faces directly west, making Tamarindo famous for long, fiery Pacific sunsets, gold to blood red in minutes. It's one of the easiest places in Costa Rica to learn to surf thanks to consistent waves and forgiving sandy bottoms.
Okay, Rick, it's been a pleasure.
Okay, buddy.
Getting to know you.
No, it was really good. I'll get the.
Oh, thanks.
For you. It's really good to see somebody doing what you're doing. Like, see, I would have done something like that if the circumstances were different.
Of
Like,
course.
if I had a place to leave all my shit and everything, you know.
You gotta be, yeah, you gotta have the right circumstances.
No, exactly.
Okay, take care of yourself, Rick. Maybe I'll see you again sometime.
Yeah, on your way back, you can drop in.
Absolutely. Adios. All right, we're out of here. That was Rick, expat from Canada, who's been living at this place for about 2 years, he said. Oh, and this is the really muddy part. Be a little bit careful here. Rains and then gets super slippery here. There we go. All right, also got to get gas at some point, but...
After my time in the Nicoya Peninsula, I headed inland towards La Fortuna, home to the iconic Arenal volcano, whose geothermal energy feeds the region's natural hot springs. It was roughly a 4-hour ride to La Fortuna, winding through lush mountain landscapes, crossing high bridges suspended above rushing rivers, drifting past mist-filled valleys and tropical moist forest, evergreen jungle fed by rivers and mountain rain where dense canopies stay green year-round. As we continue towards La Fortuna, we arrive at Lake Arenal, Costa Rica's largest lake, stretching across rolling hills at the base of Arenal Volcano. Created in the 1970s, the man-made reservoir powers hydroelectric plants that supply a significant portion of the country's electricity. Strong, steady winds make Lake Arenal one of Central America's top wind and kitesurfing destinations.
This is Lake Arenal. Beautiful, beautiful, gorgeous lake. Wow.
While the surrounding landscape begins to shift from tropical moist forest to dense rainforest, and the humidity slowly rises. Finally, I arrived to the town of La Fortuna. I checked into a hostel and immediately went in search of food. This was my first time eating at a soda, Costa Rica's version of a local diner. The name comes from the early 20th century soda fountains, small family-run spots that serve simple meals and soft drinks. Today, sodas are where locals eat daily, affordable, homemade meals cooked fast and rooted in tradition. The next day, the rain cleared and I visited the only free public hot springs in town. Hidden and a bit tricky to find, I ended up spending hours here, soaking in the warmth of the water, meeting friendly people, and taking in the beautiful surroundings.
Maybe one day I'll make money off the videos.
Right.
Finally, I was ready to get up and personal with the main reason I came here, Arenal Volcano. On July 29th, 1968, Arenal erupted without warning after centuries of being dormant. The eruption lasted 3 days and around 80 people lost their lives. The eruption transformed Arenal into one of the most active volcanoes on Earth for the next 4 decades. The Arenal 1968 trail runs directly over lava flows from that same eruption. You can see black volcanic rock, hardened lava, and blast patterns frozen in place. The trail offers some of the closest safe views of Arenal Volcano, especially on a clear day, and despite the destruction, the area is now covered in secondary rainforest, showing how quickly life returns after volcanic devastation.
This is like the first wildlife we've spotted, and I'm completely blanking what this is called. Completely forgot, but yeah. There's 2 of them. Is it a pheasant? No.
4 days in the expensive town of La Fortuna was enough for me, and it was finally time to head to Costa Rica's capital, San Jose. Located almost exactly in the center of the country, the city would become my base camp, a place to settle in and launch smaller explorations into the surrounding regions over the next 2 months. Since I planned to spend so much time here, I wanted to connect with some of the locals, and that's where Deanna enters the story. Born and raised in San Jose, half Tica and half Nica, meeting her felt less like a coincidence and more like something the universe had planned.
Very traditional ice cream they made with that.
She showed me her city, its markets, parks, museums, historic buildings, and monuments, sharing stories and history along the way. We got along instantly. She invited me to Feria Verde, the Saturday farmers market, where we really got to know each other better. We went and saw a Pink Floyd surrogate band together, and she even spent my birthday with me, having a picnic at one of the many miradors with a view of Chepe. I could tell she was an adventurous woman, and I told her, if she's brave enough, I'd take her on a motorbike trip to the beach. She replied with, "When are we leaving?"
So the son and the father who own the Airbnb where I'm staying in the condo in Barrio Escalante, they invited me out today to go for a ride to Volcano Erazu, right up to the crater. So yeah, it's like an hour from the city. So it's a beautiful day, no rain, at least not yet. And he's got a Harley Davidson and a V-Strom 650. So yeah, super excited to go this nice scenic road up to the volcano. Wow, what a beautiful ride up here to Volcano Erazu. We're at quite the altitude now. It's pretty cold, but just walking up the path. This is the first time I've been to a volcano that you could just ride right up to the crater, essentially. So very, very unique. And there's supposed to be like a lake in the crater, so from all the rain. So hopefully we can see something, because there's quite a bit of mist and fog.
Rising high above the Central Valley, Volcano Erazu feels almost otherworldly. At over 3,400 meters, it's Costa Rica's highest active volcano, a place where lush green landscapes give way to bare rock and drifting clouds. On clear days, it's said you can see both the Pacific Ocean and the Caribbean Sea from its summit. Erazu has erupted many times throughout history, most famously in the 1960s, reminding everyone that even here, high above the country, the Earth is still alive.
So apparently this is a haunted hospital. Right there, the haunted hospital.
Remember when I told Deanna I'd take her to the beach? Well, today the two of us are leaving Chepe.
Just about ready for my next travel companion.
And heading for the Pacific coast, bound for the town of Hako.
Vamos a la playa. Hasta luego, muy pronto.
How can I get up?
Same way as usual.
Okay.
You just have to step over the bags.
Ready?
Yep.
Oh, it's gonna be hard.
No, you're good. See? Yeah, there you go. Just step up and over. Bueno. See, the sun's coming back out.
This is right.
No, it's fine. No te preocupes. Okay, ready? Okay, we're off.
Hako, one of Costa Rica's most accessible beach towns, just a short drive from San Jose, making it a classic weekend escape for locals. It sits on a long, curved Pacific-facing beach known for consistent surf and dramatic sunsets. Dense jungle-covered hills rise directly behind the beach, giving Hako that rare jungle meets ocean look. We explored El Miro, an abandoned concrete mansion overlooking Hako from the mountains. Built in the early 2000s, it was never finished and was later taken over by jungle. Today it's a popular hike and viewpoint with sweeping views over Hako Beach and the Pacific. We rented a beachfront Airbnb just a 1-minute walk from the ocean and spent our days enjoying the area and exploring some of the nearby beaches Hako is known for.
Here in Playa Munta, Costa Rica. Just another amazing beach. And very nice sand, very nice beach for swimming. As you can see behind me. And it's not too busy on a Saturday, so pretty amazing. Pretty amazing. And just over there, you can actually walk to a private beach area called Playa Blanca, which is supposed to be even more beautiful. So we're gonna go check it out.
Just north of Hako lies Playa Blanca, a stretch of pale sand and clear water tucked between jungle and sea. Offshore sits Isla Violin, a small rocky island with the shape of a violin body, its silhouette almost always hovering on the horizon. The water here is calmer and lighter in color, shaped by reefs and sheltered coves, giving the beach a softer, more secluded feel. Jungle presses right up to the shoreline, and even on a busy day, Playa Blanca feels like a pause, slower, quieter, and unhurried. It's the kind of place where you stop talking, float a little longer, and let the coast set the pace. From Hako, we continued south along the Pacific coast towards Manuel Antonio, one of Costa Rica's most iconic landscapes.
Okay, so we're here in Manuel Antonio National Park, just past Seguridad, and I already saw a monkey steal some garbage. It was hilarious. And yeah, apparently this place is known for beautiful beaches, so you can like walk across some land. There's lots of trails. We're gonna check out some of the beaches. Not super sunny ahorita, but maybe más tarde. But yeah, it's it looks incredible. I mean, look, it's very well organized, and Diana said lots of walking to do. So, what do you think?
It's a beautiful walk.
Okay, vamos.
Here, dense rainforest spills straight into white sand beaches, where monkeys move through the trees and the ocean hums just below. It's one of the rare places where you can swim in warm Pacific water, then step back into the jungle a minute later. Manuel Antonio feels alive in every direction, a place where wildlife, coastline, and rainforest exist side by side.
Wow. Careful. Hey, get out of here. Go.
No. No, señorito.
We spent the day in the national park, rewarded with sightings of exotic birds, lizards, agoutis, capuchin monkeys, and even a white-tailed deer. We explored 4 different beaches inside the park, and when closing time came, we headed out to spend the rest of the day unwinding at the nearby public beach.
¿Cómo se llama?
Copo.
No, copo.
Un copo.
Copo de...
Copo.
Okay,
Tradicional
copo.
copo.
Traditional Costa Rican ice cream.
C-O-P-O. Copo.
Okay.
Have two.
Bueno. Muy bueno. Wow. Very good. Okay, we have a passenger now. Okay, watch yourself, watch yourself. We're up on a big hill, too. Very steep hill. As you can see, Mula parked in a big incline of a driveway. And there's a big storm moving in. Big boy storm. You can hear it. There's one right there.
It's a spider monkey.
Spider monkey crawling across the power lines.
Oh, no.
Oh no.
That's not...
He's seeking shelter with us. This is wild.
Hako is your mom. Yes.
There's such a baby. Wow. That's crazy. Just a monkey just came up to you. Oh, here's another one.
Oh yeah. He needs to. Necesita un refugio.
Well, the storm is coming for us. It's getting closer.
Luck was definitely on our side. Just a day after leaving Hako to stay in the town of Capos, torrential downpour caused rivers to overflow and flood Hako entirely. Heading back towards Chepe, with the main route severely delayed, we chose the secondary highway, Route 301. What followed was tense, especially for Deanna. We passed coconut trees, took a sharp left into the jungle, and what began as a gravel road alongside the Parris River quickly turned into dense tropical forest, surrounded by mountains and coated in thick red mud. We stopped briefly to capture the scene with the drone before continuing on a slick, narrow route with a fully loaded Mula. Thanks to a bit of luck and a bit of skill, we made it through without dropping the bike.
Spiders are absolutely huge. Tons of them. No thanks.
Our first trip was a success. Traveling with Deanna felt easy, and we were both enjoying each other's company, so we decided to keep exploring. This time, heading for the mountains of San Isidro, where we strategically booked an Airbnb with an incredible view of the valley, and what would serve as an ideal location to go explore Nicoya Falls.
Es nuestra casita por los próximos 2 días. Súper, súper inclinado.
¿Puedes abrir la puerta para mí, por favor?
No.
San Isidro de El General sits in the Valle del General, one of Costa Rica's most fertile and expansive valleys. The valley is fed by Rio General, which supports agriculture across the region. This area is a major producer of coffee, sugarcane, rice, and cattle, shaping the patchwork patterns seen from above. Unlike the coastal towns, this region runs on agriculture and daily life, not tourism.
Arrived in Nicoya. Apparently one of the most beautiful waterfalls in Costa Rica. Let's go check it out.
Fed by mountain rivers, Nicoya Falls drops into 2 massive tiers, crashing into a wide, natural pool below. The jungle here feels dense and alive, thick with humidity, sound, and movement. Standing at the base of the falls, you don't just see the water, you feel it, vibrating through the air and the ground beneath your feet. Nicoya isn't quiet or delicate, it's raw, loud, and impossible to ignore. From San Isidro, we climbed an elevation, moving deeper into the mountains, to a small cabin perched high above the town San Gerardo de Rives. The cabin sat beside Costa Rica's highest mountain range, Cerripo, whose summit offers views of both the Pacific and Caribbean, a multi-day trek we weren't prepared for. Instead, we slowed things down, enjoying the space with plans for a short trip west to Playa Dominical, then 30 minutes farther south into the Osa region and the national park of Bahía Ballena. From the mountains, we dropped back down to the coast and arrived at Playa Dominical.
Okay, we made it to Playa Dominical in the Pacific coast of Costa Rica. Started the day up in the mountains, and it was about an hour and a half ride down to the coast and spent a little bit of time here, and then we're gonna go check out Bahía Ballena, which is a really cool strip of land with ocean on both sides. And yeah, just enjoy the day at the beaches and then go back to the mountains for the afternoon. Very, very divertido día. Increíble.
Known for its powerful waves and laid-back surf culture, Dominical feels raw and unpolished, more jungle than resort. Here, the Pacific crashes hard against the dark sand, backed by thick rainforest and misty hills. It's a place that moves at its own pace, shaped by tide, weather, and the people who come for the surf and stay for the simplicity.
There we go. What is the nombre?
Boa.
Boa.
Boa de manglar.
So you can see over there, the palms just end and the ocean cuts in, because where we are right now is a very unique strip of land called the Whale's Tail, and we made it to Bahía, Ballena, Whale Bay, and we're gonna walk the strip in between the oceans, strip of land. And from the sky, it looks like a whale's tail, which is absolutely incredible. And we've made it to the canton of Osa. So didn't make it to the Osa Peninsula, but we're in the canton, which is like an area. I'm not even sure how to describe it. It's not a province. It's just like an area within a province. Yeah, so we're gonna go walk the area. Walk the strip of the Whale's Tail. Really, really super unico. Super unico. Wow. Okay, we just walked across the water to get to the strip of land, which looks like the actual tail of the whale from the air, which you'll see. And yeah, just gonna explore, then walk back over there. Crazy.
After our big day trip to the beach, we decided to take it easier, and just 10 minutes away from our cabin was Cloudbridge Nature Reserve, founded by a Canadian couple in 2002 who saw this land not for what it was, but for what it could become. What was once pasture and degraded hillside has been carefully restored into protected cloud forest, guided by long-term conservation rather than tourism. Trails wind through steep terrain to hidden waterfalls where cold mountain streams cut through moss-covered rock and disappear into the forest below. These falls feel untouched, quiet, powerful, and woven into the rhythm of the cloud forest itself.
All right, heading back now. Started raining, as it does every day here in the cloud forest. Luckily, I'm traveling with 2 umbrellas, so we both have 1 umbrella to hike with. Amazing.
It was finally time to head back to Chepe to drop off Deanna and say our goodbyes. The road down from the cabin was one of the most challenging routes I'd ever taken to an Airbnb, steep, rocky, and slick with mud, turning every section into a careful test of the riding skills I've honed over the years. Luck can't always be on our side. On the way back to Chepe, we got absolutely drenched, and it wasn't long before Deanna and I came down with a nasty cold. A small roadside cafeteria became our refuge, serving a hot, simple stew that day and probably saving us from something much worse. After returning to Chepe for the 3rd time, I stayed in the area of Coronado, where I spent my final days with Deanna. She introduced me to her father, now remembered as a tree, and we went for one last ride together, exploring the back roads of San Jose, riding into what became one of the most unforgettable golden hours I'd ever seen.
Officially my last day, Chepe. Tomorrow we have to go Vida and then Panama. Saying goodbye to Diana today.
Bye.
But at least we have a beautiful sunset to enjoy. Whoa.
Sí.
We had muchas aventuras in Costa Rica. Pura vida.